everybody. Welcome to this quarter's Wave Ladies Who Launch video, and Happy New Year. I'm Tasha Brable, Deep Clean Specialist out of Location 71 in Kennesaw, Georgia. First, I need to say, if you did not hear or see the PowerPoint or the wave call from last month in the month of May, go back and take a look at that. Alicia Grantham is the FAS sales manager out of Baton Rouge, along with Misty Floyd, who's one of the FAS sales reps out of Dallas, Texas. Dropped so many little golden nuggets of information on you guys. It was all about health and exercise and women in the workplace. I love that topic and they nailed it. It's really difficult to learn how to balance, first of all, your lifestyle and your work to begin with, but then to incorporate new lifestyle changes such as your health and fitness and exercise into it. So go back and take a look at that, because that is the premise of what inspired me to do this quarter's Ladies Who Launch video. I actually competed in fitness competitions for a while, and while I was doing that and counting every single morsel of food that I had to eat, I was traveling on planes quite a bit to the middle of nowhere, North Dakota, and way out west in Colorado and Wyoming. And I had to take all of that food with me. So you talk about eating on the go and packing your cold lunch. I did it all week, every single week that I had to travel. So because we have so many different female partners, we have the ones who are in the office, some who are in the field as sales specialists, and then those who are traveling quite a bit, whether it's regionally or nationally. There are a lot of different things that you can do to help yourself set up for success. But number one, you've got to have a plan. You've got to plan to go ahead and eat healthy for the week. And a big part of that is whichever day that you can take and go grocery shopping, whether it's a Saturday or a Sunday, go buy your food. Before that food even gets to the refrigerator or gets to the cabinet or wherever it's going, separate it, wash it, cut it, get it relatively prepared. And then on Sunday, before your week starts with work, get as much of it cooked up as possible. We're talking, bulk chicken, turkey, whatever you guys want to make that's good, and a lot of vegetables. And then figure out what to do with those through the week to mix them with different sauces or flavors or whatever it is that you're kind of craving those days. So I'm going to kind of look at some of the things that I've taken with me for on-the-road snacks, cold lunches, and things like that, and just how to stay really prepared with that, where you can't even use it as an excuse that you didn't have time to cook, or the kids have practice, or whatever it might be. So one of the biggest things, the very first thing that you need is something to bring your lunch in. So our office partners, you guys usually have a fridge at the office, but you don't want anyone to steal your food. So make sure you guys got a good lunch pack, whether it's a cooler of some sort or some sort of bag. I like to get something that is fun and inspires me to prep my food. So two of my favorite ones actually is this little Cintas one that I recently won in one of our sales contests. I use this one almost every day. And then another one that I have, sales manager Jessica Bennett snuck a peek at this last month at our enterprise business meeting. There are two companies that make really great travel bags. One is called Fitmark Bags, F-I-T-M-A-R-K, Fitmark Bags. They have a lot of different stuff that you can choose from. And then my favorite is called 6-pack bags, and that's 6 with the number 6, 6-pack bags. So this one I use for a lot of my travels. Looks like a giant purse, right? Well, it kind of is. It's got storage on the top for all of your purse items and all of your pockets here. But the neat thing is back here, it is all food storage underneath. So that storage for your purse is about 50%. The rest is food storage. So it's got a place for your cooler packs. It actually comes with cooler packs and snack lid containers. So it comes fully loaded with some different things that you can use. But along those lines, you also need some stuff that you can prep your food in. I love these little silicone expandable containers I get from Bed Bath & Beyond. I also love compartmentalized containers. Those really help when you have multiple different types of food. You don't want it to all get in the way. You don't want to use 5 different containers to use. Also, I use these little ramekin cups if I have like salsa or hummus for my vegetables, anything like that. So load yourself up with some of the things that you need to stay on track. And then what do we put in them? So outside of your protein and vegetables and fruits and things like that that you prep through the week, make sure that you guys have grab-and-go snacks. We know that life is busy. It's busy for every single one of us. If you don't have some things that you can grab and go with, it's going to be really tough to always stay on track. A lot of these items that are very non-perishable or don't need to be refrigerated, I keep in one of those cooler bags at all times. So I could literally pick it up and leave and have kind of like some semi-food prepared for the day. It's not perfect, but it's something. And I didn't even have to take anything out of the refrigerator or out of the cabinets. This might gross some of you out, but I love tuna. So one of the things that I love are these little grab and go packs. The hot and spicy is really good. Lemon pepper is good. I will take those and either use avocado or hummus and put it on a brown rice cake that is lightly salted. So that's kind of like an open faced sandwich. And you can do that with, you know, if you've got chicken or anything else prepared, grab some rice cakes, put some hummus or whatever kind of sauce you like on there, or condiment in a way, and use it as an open faced sandwich. Another favorite of mine is actually chocolate rice cakes. Natural nut butter. I think this is peanut butter with honey by Justin's. They're one of my favorites. I love traveling with those. They're very, very convenient. Put some nut butter on a rice cake and then put fresh fruit on it. It's to die for. Another one that I love for protein, I actually found these little guys at Costco. Epic is a really pretty wholesome brand of chicken, beef, and pork kind of jerkies. These little 1 ounce packages are a chicken with currant and sesame barbecue seasoning. I don't think they're there anymore, but you can go online and you can find little stuff like this. This is their version of bites. So these, when I don't have anything cooked, I'll grab and go with an ounce of chicken jerky, and you've got extra protein in your meals through the day. So that's kind of a big one. Another one that I almost always have are different packets of protein powder, whatever you prefer, and then a shaker bottle to use it in. The shaker bottles usually come with a whisk of some sort so that it helps shake that powder up. So make sure you've got that, otherwise you might end up with a protein shake that's a little chunky and they're not very good. A couple of other things I keep loaded up on: almonds, different flavors, sea salt and vinegar. This is one of my favorites because when you have kind of that salty, savory type of craving, that will help fill that up quite a bit. If you have a sweet tooth, toasted coconut chips, those are amazing. One thing that you guys always want to keep in mind is what you're eating and what's in it. So when we look at some of these packaged foods like this, understand that some of them will be higher in sugar and some of them will be higher in carbs. And that's something that I know both Alicia and Misty mentioned, was that too much of a good thing can be a bad thing. So if we're having a lot of fruit all day, that's a lot of sugars and carbs that our body doesn't necessarily know what to do with, so it will store it because it doesn't need to use it for energy. So just kind of be aware and keep things balanced out a little bit. I think they actually mentioned the MyFitnessPal app. If you ever want to track your foods, that's a great way to get started and become more aware of what you're eating. I used to think I was healthy, and then I started using that and I was like, holy cow, I don't know anything at all. So that's kind of a fun one to just figure out what you are eating and what you should be eating. A couple other things that I love, these little yogurt cups by Noosa. They are really, really good too if you use like a vanilla granola. That's kind of my dessert sometimes when I also have a sweet tooth. That will kind of crush my craving for like pie or something. Fresh fruit, amazing, but guess what? It goes bad at some point. So I love these little fruit cups. These are grapefruit, no sugar added, in a natural artificially sweetened water. So rather than having the syrup in the cups, it's got artificially sweetened water. Obviously don't drink that, but the fruit is just something you can kind of grab and go with the rest of the stuff. Another one that I love, these are from Publix grocery store. So you might need to look them up to see where you can find them in your area, but they are called RX bars. They're very low on processed ingredients. They're usually made of egg whites and dates and then a few other things. So this is what they look like. They're usually over in the pharmacy section, kind of over by some of the other health bars. They are really yummy. But again, just kind of low processed, but they are going to be a little bit higher in carbs and sugar. So again, just be aware of that. So last but not least, saving my favorite, because I think I might actually have this for dinner, possibly. My fiance and I, have major sweet tooths once in a while, but probably know it's not the best thing to like go to Dairy Queen and grab a sundae. So we recently stumbled across two things that we love and you've got to try. Also in the pharmacy section near those RX bars are these Lenny and Larry's complete cookies. They're amazing. This birthday cake one is actually so sweet. Like birthday cake, I can only eat about a third of it, max. But they're all vegan, no eggs, no soy, no dairy. Good amount of protein, 16 grams of protein in a cookie. So sometimes we'll have that if we're out for a hike or something where we want the sugars and stuff. But I will tell you, if you really have a sweet tooth, take a half a cookie, pop that in the microwave for 10 seconds, and then you've got to try, I don't have a problem, but Halo Top ice cream. I just have a collection, it's not a problem. Halo Top ice cream, I actually stumbled across this last year, tastes almost identical to real regular ice cream, but almost a little bit less sweet because it doesn't have all the junk in it. So Halo Top's actually got 240 to 280 calories per pint, and it's a good source of protein. So I bought into that, and I love them. So use healthy alternatives. Use a healthier version of, cookies or ice cream or whatever it might be, but start to incorporate all these little steps here and there, build them up each week, have a goal, and figure out how you're gonna fit all of that stuff in. Because one of my mentors when I first started at Cintas, Penelope Jones out of Florida, was the first person that really gave me permission, but told me that, make sure you don't lose sight of those health and fitness goals, because when we don't show up feeling our best every day, we don't look our best, we don't feel our best, we can't be our best. We can't perform at our best level. We can't show up as our best self. And that's to Cintas, that's to our families, that's to our friends, that's to everything in life. So if you want to show up being your best self, you've got to start from everything inside. You've got to start those little habits. So if you guys have any questions at all, I would love to speak to you. And I'm so excited to meet so many of you at the annual sales meeting here coming up in June. I'm Tasha Raybould with Cintas in Kenesaw. Give me a shout, shoot me an email. Both Jennifer and Angela, you should see their emails on all the WAVE information all the time. So if you guys need to hear anything from us, or you were inspired by anything, or if there's anything you want to share, come see me at the WAVE pre-conference meeting. We'll get that written out. We'll figure out some ideas. We'll plan on some stuff. Or if there's anything that you just want us to figure out for you, give us a shout. We'd love to hear from you. So until next quarter, I can't wait to see some of you, meet some of you, and hear from more of you. We'll talk to you soon. Be safe and rock Q1.